perfect trilogy. So today I officially finished reading Mockingjay, which means I have finished reading the Hunger Games trilogy. The first time I've ever read an entire trilogy of books within a month of reading all of these. I read all three of these books within a month. Yeah, that's awesome. And that means I officially now have something new that I worship. These three books, this franchise, The Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen, Peter Malark, whatever Gale's last name is, but he's Gale, Liam Hemsworth. I love these books. First we have The Hunger Games, then we have Catching Fire, and then we have Mockingjay. I love all three of them. They are awesome books, and if you have not read them, I can 100% highly recommend them. And again, they're not the whole teenage thing. Actually, they're very much more mature than the whole teenage thing that I'm sure people stereotype them as. They're much better than that. And they are much better than Twice shit. I'm referring to Twilight. And actually, I like these books better than Harry Potter. And you know you're going to probably hate on me for that, but unfortunately, it's the truth. I do like Hunger Games officially now more than Harry Potter. Harry Potter was always in something I loved. Hunger Games has made up above that to the worship category, where very few things have ever made it. In regards to how I rate things, there's the watched, enjoyed, watched, liked, enjoyed, loved, and then there's worship. And only few things have made it into my worship category in terms of entertainment things that I just worship. Hunger Games, Jurassic Park, Man of Steel, and Legend of Zelda. That's it. That's all it's ever made it into my worship category. Meaning that this is one of the best things I have ever read and or seen. It includes the movies. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Thought I was gonna sneeze for a second there, but turns out I didn't. So, which of these books is my favorite? A lot of you are probably gonna disagree with me, but honestly, Mockingjay has to be my favorite one. I don't know, there is something about the final chapter of any trilogy that I just love. I mean, it's the same thing with The Dark Knight Rises, Return of the Jedi, what other trilogies are there? I have to think about it, but either way, Mockingjay is my favorite, but that's not saying that Catching Fire and The Hunger Games are at all less than it. I just think this one's my personal favorite one, but these are both excellent books. If you haven't read them, read them. For Christ's sake, what are you waiting for? Another thing I'd like to talk about quickly is how well do the first two movies follow the books. They follow them exactly. Like, I'm not kidding. Everything I was visualizing with Catching Fire, I saw in the movie Catching Fire. I honestly don't think I've ever seen a film series adaptate its books so well. Because though I have read the first four Harry Potter books, well, technically I read the first three way many years ago, when the movies were still coming out, like back in 2003 and 4. I read the first three books and half the fourth book before I just didn't care anymore. And I just wanted to see the movies. But from what I understand, there are a lot of changes made to Harry Potter. Hunger Games, there really isn't. In Catching Fire, I can't think of anything they changed from the book to the movie. I really can't. If someone can list something major that completely changes, like the whole outcome of the story, then you tell me, because I didn't see anything there. The story ended the same way it does in the book. Loved it. But now in the first movie, the only thing that really was significantly changed was how she got the Mockingjay pin. Which, in the book, she gets it from the mayor's daughter when she's waiting to go on the train to the Capitol. The mayor's daughter comes and gives her the pin, and in a movie's logic, it made sense that they changed that, because in a movie, we got to introduce who that character is, get to know her a little bit before we just throw her in there and give Katniss the pin. No, instead, she gets it at the Hob in the Seam in District 12. And so what are my expectations for Mockingjay? My expectations for Mockingjay are phenomenally high. We have... Oh, Christ. I forgot. I gotta wait 2 years to see this entire book played out. That means by the time part 2 comes out, I'm gonna be 21! Damn you, Hollywood, for trying to milk these movies for everything they're worth. But at least you're not taking one book and turning it into a 3-part film, in which there's 2 parts are actually supposed to be the book, and the 3rd part just kind of concludes all the little nuances. Yeah, Hobbit, you're a lying bastard. Hunger Games, you are the perfect trilogy. Of course, the film series is going to be a quadrilogy. If that's the word for it. So, read the damn books. Reading is an art that is a medium that is just declining rapidly. For the love of God, pick up a book and read. It's like TV in your head. This encourages your imagination. This forces your imagination. This makes the clocks turn. Don't subject your mind to just TV and video games and shit. Get off the computer and read a damn book. I actually owe it to my dad. He got me back into reading back in 2010 because he was reading the books. I do a book report, and I figured, hey, why don't I read the book based off my all-time favorite film, Jurassic Park, is based off of. And there you go. I owe everything to that. Pick up a book and read. Read these while you're at it. And that was my review of the Hunger Games trilogy. The perfect trilogy. I love those movies. And I really love these books. I worship them practically. And I'm sure someone's going to ask this question, so I might as well just answer it. Whatever happened to my promised Catching Fire spoiler-filled video discussion that was supposed to be a collaboration with someone else? What happened to it, you ask? Well, that's personal. So if you want to know, too bad. Some things happen, people can't get involved, and they can't do things with me because they don't want to make their situation worse, so we can't go see the movie, and then we can't do the video together, and shit just falls through. Life happens, alright? And I don't blame the person I was supposed to do the video with. I don't blame anything on her. Yes, it was going to be a her. I don't blame anything on her. It wasn't her fault. It was not. And besides, I'm sure you guys didn't care anyway because my video hardly got that many views anyway, so it's not like anybody really cares. But still, for those of you that did, I apologize. And I will do better next time and try to do a collaboration video. I did have something planned for The Hobbit, but honestly the ending of The Hobbit just pissed me off so much that I didn't want to do a video about it because I would totally ruin my opinion of the film. But when I do my top 10, 13 film... When I do my top 10 movies of 2013 video, I'll talk about that. And why Hobbit is not #1 of the year. And Catching Fire still holds that position. I will discuss that. So, hope you all enjoyed this video about me talking about books for a change. Hope you liked it. I won't do it again, because I just don't read that many books. But if you want me to talk about books, every time I finish reading a book, I'll do a video on it. So, that was my review of the Hunger Games trilogy. I look forward to the next movie. I'm going to see Catching Fire for the 3rd time tonight. Hopefully I can find someone to go with. And, yeah. That's that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Peace out, everybody.